truly understand the new era of the Atlanta Falcons, you would have to take a look at the pre-Matt Ryan and Mike Smith era, the start of the new era, and the current state of the Atlanta Falcons. No Vic, no Bobby Petrino, no problem. That is what many Atlanta Falcons fans were saying after watching the start of the 2008 season. My name is Denisha Baxter, and I am here to tell you why some of the Falcons fans did not worry about their franchise quarterback going to prison and their head coach leaving in the middle of the season. Yeah, the ex-franchise quarterback did give the Atlanta Falcons some good years and some playoff wins. But the Falcons franchise needed to change, and that is when the new era of the Atlanta Falcons began. I will be covering the Michael Vick era with the Falcons, the start of the new era without Michael Vick, and the current state of the Atlanta Falcons. So, how was the Atlanta Falcons with Michael Vick, you may ask? Well, let's see. On NFL.com/player/Michael Vick, it shows that he went 9-6 his first year as a four-time starting quarterback. He went 38-27 in his career with the Atlanta Falcons. He won 2 playoff games out of 4 in 2002 and in 2004. But he only played 1 full season with the Atlanta Falcons out of 5 years. When Vick became the starting quarterback his sophomore year, he took the Falcons to the playoffs. The Falcons became the first team with Michael Vick to win in Lambeau Field in the postseason. After the playoff season in 2002, Michael Vick suffered a broken leg and was out the 2003 season. But he did bounce back in 2004 and took the Atlanta Falcons back to the playoff game, but fell short before reaching the playoffs. Michael Vick's years in Atlanta were not that bad, but it was time for change, especially since he had went to jail in the start of the 2007 season. The 2007 season brought misery to Atlanta fans and the organization, especially after the head coach left in the middle of the season. Everyone was ready for a change, and in 2008 it finally came. The first thing that the Atlanta Falcons organization did in 2008 was hire one of the youngest and brightest general managers in the league, Thomas Dimitroff. After the Falcons hired Thomas Dimitroff, he hired an unknown defensive coordinator out of Jacksonville, Mike Smith. The two then drafted a quarterback with the 3rd overall pick and signed a former backup running back to become their starting running back. The quarterback they drafted name was Matt Ryan, or Matty Ice, out of Boston State. Matt Ryan went on to become the Rookie of the Year that season. He led the Falcons to the playoffs, but fell short in the playoffs. He also led the Falcons to a 11-5 season, and he broke rookie franchise records and rookie records for the whole league. The backup running back that the Falcons signed name was Michael Turner, or Justin Burner. He helped Matt Ryan lead the Falcons to the playoff season and has amassed 1,000 yards since becoming a Falcon every season. The head coach that Thomas Dimitroff hired became the head coach of the year that season, and he has become one of the winningest head coaches in the league since the 2008 season. Since the 2008 season, the Atlanta Falcons have had 4 back-to-back winning seasons, which is something the franchise has never done before. The franchise has also went to the playoffs 3 out of the 4 seasons that Mike Smith has been the head coach. The Falcons are off to a hot start this year and are hopefully on their way to becoming the first seed in the NFC and on their way to going to the Super Bowl. The 2012 season of the Atlanta Falcons has started out pretty good. The franchise quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons is in the lead for MVP candidate. The Falcons are 6-0. Their defense has started out pretty good too. They have 17 takeaways, which is tied for best in the league, and a turnover ratio of 10, which is also tied for best in the league. Now that you understand some of the history of the new era of the Atlanta Falcons, let's revisit what I've talked about today. Yes, Michael Vick was a very great quarterback in Atlanta, and yes, he did bring a lot of excitement and playoff wins. But since Michael Vick left, the Atlanta Falcons has turned into one of the best teams in the league. Their franchise quarterback, Matt Ryan, has become one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL and has become way better than Michael Vick. Since the 2008 season, no quarterback has won more games than Matt Ryan, and only 2 coaches have a better winning percentage than Mike Smith. 2012, Mike Smith will become the winningest head coach in franchise history. And ever since the 2008 season, the Falcons have gotten better and better. This new era is not over. It has just begun. Hopefully soon, the Falcons will be hosting the Lamborghini Trophy, and the fans will again chant, "No Vic, no Petrino, no problem."